Now check it out. And we are on the air. And, yeah, well, moving the air. It's all about energy. The power of intentions, which is something that has to do with knowing what it is you really want for yourself, your intention, what it is you want to create. And that's really what it means to become the change we want to see. Very, very significant statement that Gandhi made. And it's really for all of us to come together, to co-create and recreate this world, and that's the whole point about this tree, to align ourselves with those forces which make us a human being, in order to consciously create, instead of just being stuck in the old, and repeating patterns over and over and over. And for us individually, we can see how we are stuck in those patterns, and we definitely, as a race, we human beings, our species has been stuck in the consciousness which has allowed for all the war and all the suffering, and the mine versus yours, and the arguments and the violence. And so we are at a point to change that. And it begins there, and it's a very individual thing, with a waking up to your true identity. That's really where it begins. A new revolution of this world begins with an evolution from within. And that's what Realize to Actualize points to, that the revolution really begins with an awakening from within yourself, as you realize your true essence, your freedom, in order to then actualize yourself based upon that awareness, which is a matter of manifesting whatever it is you want to create for yourself. And in this you are free. You have been given that freedom. We all have that freedom. We just forgot about that freedom because we were programmed in this world to serve the system, to maintain the status quo, and throughout human history, because of that there was always suffering and injustice, and those who have exploited the masses. But again, this is a new awareness, and it begins with how you conduct yourself in your day-to-day affairs. It's about how you relate yourself to other people, and how you listen to others, without the need to argue or debate or reject that which you do not want. But it really starts with the understanding that we are here to learn in this world. And it's a very different kind of learning from what you might think when you think about education, formalized education. This is a very, very natural process, is learning. I think we are all here to learn in this world. And we all are students, and we all are teachers. And that's, again, something to be remembered. Through this we can remember our true identity. And this is not just my unique identity, which is a result of my own experiences, and what I think for myself, what I want, and what I feel, and just staying within myself there. Which to a degree we all do that. We grow up in this world, just try to survive and get ahead. And try to find whatever it is we're looking for. And there's something for everybody in this market. But the main realization is that once you find your true identity, which is your real self, your authentic self, your higher self, this is not just your separate self. But this self you share with all, that essence you share with all. And again, this awareness is, I'm not the first one to say that we are one. But in practical terms, if you think about what that means, that is what Realize to Actualize addresses. And that involves not just the becoming aware of that, the realizing that for yourself, but it's a matter of the practicing it day to day. And there's always an opportunity to do that. It's very, very difficult. It's probably the most difficult thing you will ever do in your entire life. But it is also the most rewarding. And so I welcome you to that process. Thanks for watching again here, the video of Realize to Actualize. I just did a brief talk on Blog Talk Radio, which I do Mondays through Friday, even though some days I'm actually not doing the program, but usually it's Mondays through Friday at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Blog Talk Radio. I'm going to do a show tomorrow where I interview a German author and personal growth expert, Barbara Hofmeister. I'm really excited about that. She's going to be on the program at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And it's just one of those events that Realize to Actualize provides. And then there's these videos. And on Sunday, Easter Sunday, there's going to be a physical event here in the city. It's a Castro Castle. I'm really excited about that. I call it Party with a Purpose. It's about bringing people together, for dancing and great conversation, and we're going to cook some food. And it's a celebration of individuality, a celebration of community. And so you can check out my website for more information on that about realize2actualize.com. Take a look at the services section where you also see previous shows I did on Blog Talk Radio and also on Blog TV. You can join me for that, an event, which soon, actually now I'm in the process of organizing more these events, because one of the things that happened recently to me, which was kind of like a little earth-shattering, even though I kind of expected that, was that I lost my job, which I had for a while. So I'm not part of the routine anymore, having to get up every morning at 7 and coming home at 7 at night and not really having any time whatsoever. Now is really the time to use that time available to me. And that's really the essence. If you also go to my website, realize2actualize.com, you see that there. The first lesson, realize learning. That life is learning, that's the first lesson. That's what the realization is all about. But then the second step, and that's the actualization, is about actualize money. It's about using time to be your money's worth, to create value, which is something that I'm trying to do here. And I appreciate your participation in that, your support. Again, please check me out at realize2actualize.com and also on, YouTube. I have a lot of videos there, and it would be very nice to have a conversation with you along those lines about how we can help each other to be better in this thing called life. Until then, thanks for watching. All the best, and keep it real. Thank you.